I'm going to show you how I do my matte edit. So we're going to come down to our original picture. This is the clean edit that I showed you how to do. So we're going to create a virtual copy. That way we can still have our clean edit, and then we'll have one with our matte edit. So we're going to reset this one so we can start our matte edit. First, I'm going to adjust the white balance. I'm going to use the white balance dropper to get me close to what I want it to be at. Then I'm going to adjust it by looking at my screen. If it doesn't let you slide to the number that you want it to be at, you can click on the number and type in the number, and it'll take you to that adjustment. I'm going to go to my exposure, adjust that. I'm going to add a little bit of contrast so the picture doesn't look flat, and it'll help the picture pop a little bit. Then for my highlights, there is a white triangle inside the little square. When the triangle is white, that is saying that you have blown highlights. So if you take your mouse to the white triangle, it'll highlight all the areas in red that the highlights are blown out. So all these areas highlighted, that means the highlights are blown. So I'm going to go negative with the highlights to help adjust that. Just keep sliding it negative and watch the triangle. Once the triangle no longer has white inside of it, that means that the highlights are fixed. I'm going to go positive with my shadows. I'm going to go positive with my whites. My blacks, I'm going to go negative to help add a little bit of contrast, make the picture pop. For my clarity, I'm going to go negative to add a little bit of softness to the picture. And then the matte edit, that is all done in the tone curve. So you want to come down here to this little dot at the bottom and click on it and bring it up. If it'll let me. The higher you bring it up, the more it's going to look hazy. So you can stop where you like the look of it. Once you find a spot that you like, take that dot and just slide it over a little bit. It'll add a little bit more contrast to the picture. Once you create your matte tone curve, create a preset. That way you don't have to always do this for every picture. So click Save. And then it'll add that over here in your created tone curve presets. I'm going to adjust the tone of his skin. I'm going to do that under the hue section. This circle right here, if you click on it, you can drag it over to the skin and put it on the color of the tone that you want to change. Slide it up, it will go positive. Sliding it down, it's going to go negative. And when I'm adjusting it, I just watch the color of the skin tone, and then I stop when I see what I like. For split toning for my matte edit, I like to do opposites. So for the highlights, if I'm doing warms, the shadows I'm going to do cools. I'm going to add a little bit of sharpening. I'm going to add some noise reduction to help soften the picture a little bit. Once I'm done making all of my main adjustments, then I'm going to make my spot adjustments. You can lighten the eyes using the brush. So just click on the brush, make a new brush, and then highlight the areas that you want to correct. Anything showing in red, that's your highlighted areas. That's the area that you're going to be adjusting. If you see a spot showing up in red that you do not want to be, just click on the erase, and then you can come over and go over that spot to erase it. That way it's not affected by your adjustment. Once you have the spots selected that you want to correct, then you can make your adjustments. If you want to do any type of skin smoothing, you can also do that with the brush. Create a new brush, and then come over to the areas that you would like to correct and highlight them. When I'm doing a larger area, I like to adjust my exposure to help me see the areas that I'm selecting. Once you're done highlighting all the areas that you want to correct, then you can make your adjustments. For softer looking skin, go negative on the clarity. If you would like to do any teeth whitening, you can also do that with the brush. You just highlight on the teeth that you want to whiten. Once you select what you want to whiten, go negative on the saturation just a little bit, and that will whiten the teeth a little bit. You don't want to do too much so it's not extremely noticeable. I'm going to delete the teeth whitening that I just did. I just wanted to show you how to do it in case if you needed to do it. Now I'm going to do my gradient filter to add a little bit more depth to the picture and make the picture pop a little bit more. Once I'm done doing one set of the gradient filters, if I want to adjust something else, I'm going to create a new one. I'm still showing that I have blown highlights, so I'm going to fix the highlights with the gradient filter. Once that's fixed, then I can continue to do other adjustments with my gradient filter. Once you're done making your adjustments, click on the split screen and then you can see your clean edit and compare it to your matte edit. Once you're done with all your adjustments, if there's nothing else that you want to adjust, create a preset, go to Develop, New Preset, and then name it. All the boxes that are checked, those are what will be included in your preset. I'm not going to check the gradient filters just because when I'm going to apply my presets to other pictures, the gradient filters are probably going to need to be manually adjusted anyway, so I'm just not going to include those. If everything that is checked is what you would like to be included, then just click Create and it'll add it over here in your presets.